I'd like to welcome you to this demo today. This is basically a demo showcase that's going to focus on Microsoft SQL Server Enterprise Information Management. So what we're going to look at in the demo relates to a couple of things. A new product, which is new to SQL Server, called Data Quality Services, which is used for various data quality improvements, including cleansing, matching, standardization, and enrichment. Also, Integration Services, which is a data integration product used for refining information coming from multiple sources. And again, Integration Services has been in SQL Server since SQL Server 2005. And then thirdly, Master Data Services, which is a data management product used to master data structures, including object mappings, reference data, dimensions, hierarchies, and that data can then be integrated into data integration operations using integration services. So the demo scenario for today really looks at a business intelligence and data warehousing scenario. You can see here what we're trying to do is take data out of a CRM system and then basically join that together with data that's coming out of an Excel-based system, and there is currently no any kind of coding scheme that joins those two together. And then we're going to actually take that data, put it into a staging database, and do some cleansing with it in Data Quality Services, build some object mappings inside of Master Data Services, and then integrate that together using Integration Services. So the first demo is going to focus on data that's coming out of Microsoft Dynamics CRM 2011. You can see here just an example of a record, an account with an account number and an address. And so the question is, how do we take this information coming out of the CRM system and join it together with the data that's coming out of the second system, which is in this case a spreadsheet-based application. So in this first demo, what we plan to do is take our Data Quality Services client. Then what we're going to do is basically go out to a staging table, which exists in our staging database, which is our account information that came from our CRM system. And then we're going to use a reference data source, in this case, Melissa data, which is going to allow us to cleanse our addresses using data that's available on the Windows Azure Marketplace data market. Then our second demo is going to basically focus on data quality services and the data quality services cleansing transformation, and using that in integration services to be able to cleanse the data as part of a operation, as part of an ETL operation. So here you can see we're getting the data from the staging table, running it through the DQS cleansing transformation, and then taking it down a couple of different paths to basically see if there's any invalid accounts, see if any of the company's data that's corrected, some data that needs fixing. In general, you'll be able to see this as we move through. Also in this demo, we'll be looking at Management Studio, which is a tool that's usually used by an IT pro or DBA to manage SQL Server relational instances, as well as integration services, reporting services, analysis services. In the third demo, if you look here over on the far right, what we're going to be focusing on is Master Data Services, and using the new Master Data Services add-in for Excel to basically build a mapping between the project keys, which are coming out of this Excel data source, which is in the database, and then the CRM data that we got from our staging table. So that's what that demo is going to focus on. So the tool set here, you can see basically what we're doing is we're building entities, in this case a organization and a project entity, and then building a mapping between the various projects and the account IDs or account numbers that are coming out of the organizations from the CRM system. Also, within this demo, we'll be looking at the Master Data Services web application, and we're going to be creating subscription views from that entity that we will then use in the Integration Services demo following. The fourth demo focuses on really taking the data out of this staging area and out of this Excel source and putting it in to integration services and utilizing the lookup that was created, or the mapping that was created in the previous example in the Excel add-in, to use to basically merge the data from these two sources together. So as an example here, you can see the data that's coming out of a spreadsheet application with various project descriptions and project numbers. And then the question is, how do you actually join that data together? So pulling that data out and then basically saying, I'm going to load contractors, I'm going to load engineers, I'm going to load projects, and how do I join that data together so that so I can get my project lookup and join the information that's coming out of the account numbers, etc. And then for our final demo, what we're going to do is we're going to look at something that's new, something that's called Project Apollo, which is a column store index, which is in SQL Server, and see how a big data table with 40-some million rows in it, and how the column store can be used to speed that up. And we'll look at a query in Management Studio, and then also at Reporting Services, which again, if you were using a standard Reporting Services report using against a table with a column store index, it would speed that up in a big way. So here you can see, here's the data warehouse column store index, and you can see the index above, and then you can actually see the difference in the query run times by using the table with the column store index and the one without. It's around 6 minutes, it's almost 7 minutes versus 7 seconds in the latter. And then again, reporting services reports could leverage that to improve the performance of queries for end users.